Yay, yay, yay. Hi, everybody. Wait, what's my camera? Oh, there it is. Hi. Once, like, I ask this every single time, but this time I actually have a reason. Let me know if you can hear me, because I just got a new microphone, and I have no idea how it works. And there's, like, this spinny dial, and I don't know. I don't know if I need to spin the dial. Do I need to spin the dial, please? Someone help. Hi, guys. Hi, Bitleg. Hi, Nancy. Hello, Nia. Please tell me you can hear me, dear fucking God, please. Oh, man, I forgot. I'm supposed to, like, not swear in the first 30 seconds of my stream, and I messed up. Oops. You look like a snow angel. Snow devil. You guys, oh, thank God. I don't know, like, if you've been on my stream before, how does it compare to my last microphone? I haven't heard the quality yet, and I have, like, really bad ears, so I don't think I'd be able to pick it up anyways. Hi, guys, Merry Christmas! We out here, it is Christmas. I'm so happy we made it to the end of the year. I didn't think we were gonna do it. But we made it. I'm here with my eggnog, non-alcoholic. And yeah, it's Christmas Eve in Japan. It is 8:34. So yeah, pretty much Christmas Eve. And I don't know, what are you all doing for Christmas Eve? I went out, I just got back actually from being outside. And it's just like really lovey-dovey couples on their Christmas dates, and people buying food for Christmas. So it's really, really cute actually. This is only the second stream I have joined. Hi! Merry Christmas! The Earth didn't explode. We're doing great. For real, I really thought that this is just going to be the end. I feel like we maybe have like 1 or 2 more years left, and then that's the end. But I mean, I'm glad that we made it this far. Didn't think it was going to happen. Capitalism hasn't killed us yet, but it is getting there. Eggnog. I don't really get what eggnog is. It's like a drink made from eggs. And it's like, I think it's like brandy. And I don't know, it tastes good. Oh, you're gonna stream as well? We can come to your stream after if you want. What are you streaming? What are you playing these days? Thank you. I'm kind of sweaty. I just came from outside, and I just wanted to go out and buy stuff for Christmas dinner and watch all the cute Christmas couples buying their chicken. I think I'm gonna have some McDonald's. I just got myself a cheeky little chicken burger, and it was great. Merry Christmas, cutie. Hi, Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming. Oh my God. Mohan World. Are you still playing Monster Hunter after all this time? I bought Monster Hunter because I liked how thick the characters' thighs were. And that's all I remember, is that the characters' thighs are really thick. And I like that. And then you have a little cat companion. That's all I remember. But I don't really like Monster Hunter just because the weapons feel really heavy. And it takes forever to kill anything. I feel like maybe it's just too realistic for me. And I was killing this boss for like 20 minutes, and then he ran away. And I was just like, I just never played it again. I was like, fuck this. Meow, 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 yeah. So, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I have 2 cats, and when I moved out of my old house, because I used to live with my ex-boyfriend, we actually split the cats, and I got the grey one, and he got the orange one. But then I guess recently he's been really, really busy with work, so I got the orange one, and now I have both of them. So yeah, we winning, lads. I have 2 cats, which means I get even less sleep. What's your opinion of Moss Burger? Okay, so I like Lotteria and Moss Burger. I don't really like them. Honestly, I would literally choose any burger place over those 2. I just think they don't really have flavor. But Moss Burger does this kind of like spicy hot dog with jalapenos, and it is sick. If you like, even though it's called Moss Burger, every time I've gone there, I've only really eaten hot dogs, and I've had a really nice time. So, yeah, I think, like, okay, the only burger place that has merit here that's like a chain, that's not one of the main American ones, is Freshness Burger. Because Freshness Burger has avocado burger and it's sick. So, yeah. Ashley, bit busy, love, but I'll catch you after this stream. Oh, okay. Thank you for coming. Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a great evening on your Christmas date. I think it's hilarious that in Japan, like, Christmas is so much more focused on couples and dates and stuff like that, which is really, really cute. But it's not really Christmassy for me. Like for Westerners, Christmas we stay inside and we eat with our families. But that's what they do on New Year, so I kind of get it. Otherwise, it would just have like two very similar holidays too close to each other, so it does make sense. I kind of want to see what Christmas is like in Korea. I feel like it's very similar to here. I don't know if anyone's been to Korea around Christmas. That could be interesting. What are your Christmas Day plans? Okay, so I'm going to make British Christmas dinner. I'm going to make roast pork and roast other meats and roast potatoes and yeah, I'm just going to make like a roast dinner. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to watch Christmas movies and I'm not going to work. I told myself I'm not going to work tomorrow because I've worked every single day like this whole year. I feel like all I've done is work. And yeah, I have no money, so yeah, I don't know what that's about. And yes, I need to draw some more designs for the company I'm designing for, but I have this Apple Pencil. Apple iPencil, I think it's called. Yeah. And to charge it, you need a separate adapter. Oh my god. This is what I hate about capitalism. Like, they did this on purpose. Like, you have to buy a separate adapter to put it here to charge the pencil. Like, obviously I'm gonna lose that, so I lost it, and so I need to buy that. But I went out to buy it today, and I deliberately didn't buy it because I knew if I was gonna buy it, I was just gonna like spend Christmas Day working. So I didn't. So we're not working tomorrow. What did you ask Santa for? I didn't really ask Santa for anything this year. I have like a little Amazon wish list that I put in the description of this video, so mostly just computer stuff. But there's a few games that I want. Like, I wanted not Breath of the Wild, the new one, Tears of the Kingdom. I wanted that, and I don't know. I just really wanted to get my nails done. And my friend's gonna do my nails for me. And I wanted to get extensions. So I didn't get to do that either. But yeah, mostly I just want computer stuff. Because if you saw my last video, I'm working on getting my computer set up all done. And it looks pretty good. I'm not sure if you've seen the picture. It looks good apart from I don't have a proper desk, which sucks. So I want to get a desk. And also my monitor is from the trash. So I want to get like a proper monitor. Merry Christmas. Hi Sarah, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. What are your plans? What are you doing? Nia said, it's been years since I did something for Christmas. Yeah, like honestly, when I lived in England, Christmas was really bad. Like, because my parents would always just fight, like actually fight, and it was just like a really bad feeling. Like every single Christmas without fail, there would be some kind of like huge argument, and like it would just be like awful. So when I moved, I wanted to start properly enjoying Christmas. So the first Christmas I spent was just with my friends in my share house, and my best friend came down from Utsunomiya, and we just went and we got Indian food, and it was such a simple Christmas, and I think we just bought each other like really simple presents, but it was so nice to just have a Christmas where there's nobody fighting. And I think it's hard for people to understand unless you come from like a really, really crazy like family life, that for me, spending Christmas where no one's trying to kill each other is honestly just the best. Like, I'm gonna have such a nice day tomorrow in just like a nice peaceful environment. I'm gonna play a bit of Mario Kart. I'm gonna watch Christmas movies. It's gonna be great. But let me know. I want to know everyone's everyone's like what you want for Christmas. I'm just really curious to know what kind of things people ask for Christmas. You can plug it into your iPad to charge it. I don't know. I don't think so. Let's try. I got my iPad right here. I guess this, right? But okay, I think it's like the different iPads have different adapters, right? And I don't think this, yeah, this doesn't go in. Yeah. So I think I tried this before. Yeah, it doesn't work. Piece of shit. That's why we hate Apple. Hi, Miami. Oh my god, you're so cute. Miami, I can't wait to meet you. I'm so excited to go to New Year's Fukubukuro this year and get some lucky bags. And I've invited a few people to come along. I'm really, really excited. Hola, how is Bumban? I'm eating dinner. What are you eating for dinner? Yes, I asked Santa for Tears of the Kingdom, but I don't know if he's going to give it to me because he doesn't exist. But if he did exist, I would like him to bring me Tears of the Kingdom. I saw the wishlist desk. It looks nice. Yeah, it's so nice. That one's off Amazon. It would just be perfect. It would fit everything, and it would just like everything would be much better. But I just can't justify buying it now. So maybe next year, if I have some spare money. It's not that expensive. I think it's like 20,000 yen. My family's too broken to celebrate stuff together. Really planning on breaking the chain when I go to Dolu. No, for real though, Nia, because I feel like your family life was very similar to mine. My family cannot physically celebrate anything together. Like, it just ends in tears, arguments, and the police getting called. And I'm breaking the cycle. Like, it's just been so nice to even like not doing anything on Christmas is better than having to like break up fights all the time, and it's just like honestly embarrassing too. So yeah, I hope that you can break away from that and like start figuring out like what you want to do, because the best part is starting your own Christmas traditions. I don't know if anyone here has any like specific Christmas traditions. Oh my god, I've had like a little bit of drink and I'm already like trauma dumping everyone. Sorry. Merry Christmas. EQ said, "You're so pretty and your outfit is so cute." Oh, thank you. I got this just like a little cosplay from Don Quixote. Don Quixote does always really, really cute cosplays, and this year they did a little blue one. So I'm loving this little polar bear moment. I'm excited too. Yay! I'm really excited to go shopping with you. And yeah, I honestly like New Year's shopping. You used to get like lucky bags, right? They're called fukubukuro, and stores put in whatever items they didn't really sell, they have too much of, and you get like a mystery bag. It's not as fun anymore because now they pre-make them, so they design things specifically for the lucky bag, and normally they're lower quality than the regular stuff. So it's not as fun as it used to be, but I'm still really, really excited to see what there is, because normally you can see the different fukubukuro online, but normally when I film my video I just go there on the day and see what they got. I'm broke, so I drew my brother's cat for him. Oh my god, that's such a good present. Like, I would love that if someone drew my cat as a present. I forgot to hide the drawings though, so my sister saw them early. Aww. And Nancy said, "Oh, I have an older iPad, I think." Yeah, I think it's just a newer iPad. It doesn't work. Like, you need a special adapter. It's really annoying because I lost that thing once, and then I bought it again, and then I lost it again. And I actually do need to do some drawing, so maybe on Boxing Day I'll go and get another one. But I feel like they're quite expensive too, even though it's just like a piece of plastic, like literally. Merry Christmas. Hope you have some wonderful crimes planned for the holidays. Thank you, Aneko. Right now, I'm currently tax evading. Like, no, the government did mail me, and they're just like, okay, so you do owe us 100,000 yen, and I'm like, cool. I'm gonna get back to you after like this year is over, and if I'm still alive, maybe I'll give you 100,000 yen, but we'll see. But I don't know, they always ask for like money from me, and like, why are they so obsessed with me? I'm like an ex-boyfriend. Constantly mailing me. I have Taste of the Kingdom. It's so good. I'm eating a rice bowl with chicken and some apple slices. Oh, that sounds good. yeah, I Tears of the Kingdom sounds great. All my little like students have it, like 'cause I teach like Japanese kids, and it's so funny because like it's so difficult for them because like you've got to like engineer and like build things and they just can't do it and they just like all they do is like run around and catch the chickens. I'm like waste. Willow said, "Oh, I still remember being there with you last year. Honestly, Willow, that was like one of the best memories I have. This year, it was still this year technically. I feel like it was in January, right? That was great. I haven't worn kimono since then. We wore a kimono together. Willow was very hot, and yeah, I really want to wear a kimono again, and that was such a nice memory. I really want you to come back, and if you come back, we can wear a kimono together again. That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to wear a kimono, but like renting that shit is like 12,000 yen at least now. It used to be way cheaper, I feel like. um, what would be nice is buying gifts for ourselves and then gather and show everyone what we bought, like a whole. That would be so good. No gift pressure or budget pressure. Oh, for real, I hate that. It's like, particularly when you like are dating someone and like you don't know, like you don't want to go too hard and buy like lots of crazy gifts and make yourself look obsessed. But what if you underbuy and then you look like a selfish dickhead? It's like there's no, like it's hard. Hi, David. You can have my Apple adapter. I never use it. It's just this thing. It's like a piece of plastic. I'm so mad. Like it is in this house, but it looks like exactly the kind of thing that my cat was like to stuff under the refrigerator. So I'm like, maybe he stuffed it under the refrigerator. Should I ever be in Tokyo again, I shall present you with an Apple Pencil adapter. That would be perfect. That's all I want from Santa. Santa, if you're listening, I want an Apple iPencil. I don't know what's Apple Pencil adapter. I don't know. It has like a name, I'm sure. That would be great. If Santa could bring me one of those, that would be sweet. Oh shit, yeah, I felt like last year, but it was this year. For real though, this year has felt like 5 years all in one. Everyone I know is so tired. Every single goddamn person I know is tired and stressed and broke. I don't know what it is, particularly this year, that has done to people, but it has broke us. I don't know if it's just me and my friend group, or if everyone else is feeling like this. And genuinely, the economy is so messed up, particularly in Japan. Because like, I know if I was American, I would love to come to Japan right now because like the dollar is so strong against the yen. You could buy whatever you wanted. But for people who are getting paid in yen, it's just honestly just a bad time. It was like Christmas. I was like, yeah, I'll treat myself to some strawberries. That's like my gift to myself for the year. I wanted to stop by for a little and say hi. Must sleep now. It's almost 4 a.m. It's Christmas for you. Merry Christmas, I think. Or is it going to be Christmas Eve? I don't know. One of those. Merry Christmas, Willow. I look forward to seeing you again. An offering to the Tenchi Kawaii goddess. Yeah. Santa's going to give me coal because of all the crimes I commit. This year felt like a fever dream, man. You were so correct. This year did not feel real. Like so many things happened this year. Like a lot of good things happened, a lot of bad things happened. But I'd rather just like a normal year where there wasn't so much news. It's just been long. My parents let me get some cute stuff at some anime stores plus the Ghibli store. Oh, that's nice. When I'm rich, I'm buying Bunny all the Apple things. Just one Apple iPencil adapter. That's all I need and I'm set. This year has been epic and depressing all at once. Yeah, I feel like that's the vibe. Like everyone that I've spoken to, like my life changed so much this year. Like completely. Like I'm living in a completely new house. I have a new job. And I'm seeing someone completely new. It's just, yeah, it changed. And it's like all good. Like these are all good positive changes. But I'm just so tired. So tired. And like when I started this year, I got fired from my job for like no reason. So I had to do a whole bunch of like job interviews. I'm still doing job interviews. I just had a job interview, or I was gonna have a job interview. Gemma, hi! Happy Christmas, y'all. Put me when I cook Christmas dinner. Ooh, let me know what you're having for Christmas dinner. I'll post my Christmas dinner tomorrow. June 2024, I'm out. Yeah, save money. That should be enough time. You deserve a little escape. I have the new Apple Pencil, so it charges by connecting to my iPad Pro. You are so... I'm so jealous of you. Like, I can't believe, like, I bought the pencil thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. USD is strong to the Japanese yen right now. You are right. Need a USA side gig. For real, he wants to pay me in dollars, baby. Check this out. Merry Christmas. I bought these from Daiso. These are my not having sex glasses. They're kind of cute though. I kind of like them. They're kind of a vibe. It's so funny because like you can tell like Japan doesn't really get Christmas at all. Because like what is that? It's like a little dog, and I think that's supposed to be a reindeer, and like a bear dresses a Christmas tree. I feel like the vibes are really really cute in Japan, but they just miss it. Oh my god! Thank you! Thank you! I don't know what to call you. Should I call you Nii-chan? That would be cute. Nii-chan, arigato! Arigato! I need a vacation, but I have a lot of work to catch up. Yeah. Where do you want to go on vacation? Thank you so much for donating. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'm planning to go to Hokkaido for 2 days at the start of January, and I don't have any like winter clothing or anything, so I'm just gonna like go eat food and then like kind of peace out. But just because it was really really cheap to go at that time, but I'm really scared of like flying, so I was thinking about getting anxiety medicine. I do need to get anxiety medicine, so I'm like maybe I should get it now. So I'm like but I'm like, what if I just become less anxious over time? But that hasn't worked, so maybe I should get anxiety medicine. I don't know, chat, what do you think? Should I get anxiety medicine? I love those glasses, so goofy. Yeah, they're cute, right? Luciano, first time I catch your stream. Thank you for coming. Wow, those glasses beat ugly Christmas sweaters. Yeah, it's really hard to get ugly Christmas sweaters here because there's like vintage stores, right? But they're all super expensive. So what they do is they go to Goodwill in America. They send like 1 or 2 people. They go to Goodwill and they just fill suitcases full of like sweaters and stuff, and they bring them back here and they sell them for so much money. Like if you go into any store, those kind of like ugly Christmas sweaters are like at least 4,000 yen a pop, and they bought them in Goodwill for like $1. Honestly, if you wanted to make a bunch of money, buy stuff from Goodwill in America, or like I don't know, I guess the equivalent would be Oxfam in England, and just bring it over here and like sell it. You'd make so much money. I remember my favorite thing I found in a vintage store was this sweater, and it had a Winnie the Pooh on it, and it said, "Please don't do drugs." I want to sleep and play Baldur's Gate for a week and order out. That's all I want to do. I almost finished my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate. How close are you to finishing? And as soon as I finish my first playthrough, I'm gonna start again, and I'm gonna add mods. My friend found this really cute mod, and I really wanna just do like cosmetic mods. Yeah. Did a kitty scratch your forearm? Yeah, I got a scratch here, and also I feel like I have one more somewhere. Yeah, it's that cat life. Normally they don't scratch, but I forget something happened. Oh yeah, he I think I tweeted about this, but he was missing for like hours and hours and hours, and I was freaking out. And I removed one of the ceiling like panels and see if he went in the ceiling, because it's a super old Japanese house. But he was in my underwear drawer asleep the whole time, and I really thought that he was missing. And then I guess I freaked out, and when I grabbed him, he woke up suddenly and he scratched me. 4K 4K for a sweater is crazy. Yeah. Oh, like in not only that, like in I think it was 4K then. Now it's probably way more expensive because like clothing in Japan has got so expensive, like seriously expensive. Um, just documenting like 'cause I've been following Ankh Rouge, and Ankh Rouge used to be the really cheap option, but now if you want to get like a T-shirt in Ankh Rouge is like 10, 11,000 yen. That's like what, like $140. It's insane. I can't believe it. If you want a Goodwill Christmas ugly sweater, I'll send you one someday. Oh, let's do that next year. We can do like overseas Secret Santa, or just send each other ugly Christmas items. My rose cat stabbed me earlier. He didn't mean to. Aw. Yeah, I need to cut my cat's claws. It's kind of on me. I know I cut them like once a week, but I think it's been like almost 2 weeks and I forgot to cut his claws. But yeah, that's been like the economy is not well so far, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And I think I mentioned this before, but in Japan, every year they make an official kanji, and this year the official kanji is zei, which is like tax, like zeikin. So yeah, everyone's literally like, what the fuck, tax is so high, that they named the official kanji of this year for just tax. Like that's how much people are feeling it. 10,000 yen now is just $70. That is wild because it used to be $100. It used to be so easy to like convert stuff. You probably could have one tailored for that price. You are so correct. Ankh Rouge is pulling refund prices, but with that Taobao quality, you are so correct. Oh my god. That's what I mean. The quality is shit. And it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And Ankh Rouge just started to put like a lot of like this fake fur on everything. And it's like, how am I even supposed to wash that? And they like their setup of this year has got like these gems on it. And you know that's gonna fall off immediately. Just walking in the street is gonna fall off. And then when you wash it, it's gonna try and fall off. Like most of these clothes as well. I'm like, how are you supposed to wash them? And yeah, it's just a way too expensive. I had a meeting with the brand I'm working with. We can finally release the pictures. I think we're releasing them on Monday. This whole process takes so long. But the brand I'm working with, at least they try to keep costs really low. One of my favorite designs I'm a little bit sad about because we had to change a bunch of stuff because they wanted to keep it cheaper. And I appreciate that. I don't want everything to be like super expensive. Yeah, it's weird how they often use rabbit fur too. I looked on the label of one of their dresses. It was polyester, acrylic, and rabbit. That is wild. Where is the cotton? For real, like everything here is like so flammable. And a lot of clothes, I put them in my drawer, and they just kind of like disintegrate. They like shrivel up. They're just really poorly made, and like even stuff that's made in Japan is really poorly made, and that's sad. So after this, I'm probably gonna watch a Christmas movie. So let me know what your favorite Christmas movies are. I like this Christmas movie called A Night Before Christmas. It's a Netflix movie with Vanessa Hudgens, and it's about a medieval knight that travels through time and goes to America in modern times and falls in love with just like a school teacher. It is wild. I really like this movie. It is trash, and I watch it every single year. So if you need something to watch, you can watch A Night Before Christmas. I bought some stuff from Secret Honey, which is sort of falling apart now, like 3 months into wearing. And Secret Honey is expensive as well. Like, Secret Honey is supposed to be one of the brands that's actually well made. I bought a setup, like a top and shorts from Secret Honey. I wore it once, and then like the threads come undone in the shorts, and it's just kind of like unwearable now. And I paid a lot of money for that. Like, there's no friggin' way that it should just be like falling apart as I'm walking. It's also like embarrassing. I was hanging out with Yumechi the other day. She has a Liz Lisa coat. It's similar to the one I have. It's got like the fluffy cuffs, and it has like bows and like ribbons and gems. And we're walking along, and the whole day, just like bits of her are falling off. Like a ribbon will fall off, like a gem will fall off, or like a button fell off. And it's fucking embarrassing. You know, you're on like a date with someone, and then like your buttons fall off. It was like, this should not be happening. There's no reason for this to be happening. It's embarrassing, is what it is. Like, aren't they embarrassed that their quality is so bad? Yeah, Sarah, the lack of cotton there is sad. I'm reaching a point where I'm scared of not having anything to wear and end up naked on the streets with the prices of clothes going up. The good thing is, like, if you live in Japan, I think you have this app overseas too. It's called, I don't know how to say it in English, Mercari in Japanese, Mercari, Mercari, yeah. And it's like secondhand stuff. That's good. And there's a lot of secondhand stores here, like Closet Child, Second Street, Modoff. Honestly, I get most of my clothes secondhand now because there's no point in buying anything new. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm getting an advantage in quality. I'm paying at least 10,000 yen for something I'll wear once probably and get bored of, or it's just gonna like fall apart. It's just not worth it. And I really think that everyone should start buying secondhand. And also, a lot of secondhand stores in Japan, they still have all the tags still on, which is amazing. So yeah, you can get a lot of really, really good deals. So you're not gonna end up naked and alone because you can't afford clothes. Yeah, Secret Honey was spenny. I don't expect the buttons to just pop off. Yeah, for real. My setup was expensive too, and it just felt cheap as well when I was wearing it. And a lot of stuff too, like they don't put any like stretch, and I don't mean for like bigger sizes, because I understand Japan's one size thing. Okay, whatever. I get that part, but even things I am the size for, I want to raise my arms or like turn or like breathe or like eat something, and I don't want it to like restrict me. Like, this is like, it's like clothes aren't made to be worn outside. They're just meant for like photographs. And that's really stupid. In the USA, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I think it's universally accepted that that's kind of a Christmas movie now. And yeah, I guess it's a good Christmas movie. Yeah, I really like Die Hard. Mercari is good, but the shipping customs are killing me. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know, I haven't really bought anything new for a while. There are some brands that sent me some free stuff recently, and that's the only new stuff I've been wearing. Obviously, because I got into Tenchi Kaiwai, so I have to buy like a whole new wardrobe. And I don't know, I don't even have enough Tenchi Kaiwai clothes anymore, and I want to buy more. But even like my favorite brand for Tenchi Kaiwai, one of them, is in Wigo, and Wigo is like one of the cheapest stores. And even that, everything I want is like 9,000 yen. I'm like, how is everything so expensive? Even like the cheapest store imaginable is this expensive. That's show business, baby. I hate restrictive clothes. I almost exclusively wear pants that are loose or a size up. Yeah, that's just the thing. Like, I want to be comfortable, and this is why I started wearing Tenchi Kaiwai. It's because I used to wear like Gyaru, Lolita. Like, I still wear a lot of Lolita, but it's so uncomfortable, and I don't want to be uncomfortable all the time. And particularly in Japan, it's either hot as balls or cold as balls. So like, you want to be comfortable in that time. So many clothes that I tried, I couldn't breathe in it. It was a bit of a dream of mine to be actually be a 109 girly, but there was so much that didn't fit or wasn't actually wearable. Yeah, I think in general, like here, being a shop girl is really hard. And I have a couple of friends that were shop girls, and they really didn't enjoy it. And my friend, he worked in Men's 109 when it was still Men's 109, and he said that the owner of the shop like assaulted him and threw something at him and punched him. So, and my other friend, she worked in La Forêt, and even though she had I don't know what it's called, but you know when you get really, really bad periods, like there's a name for it, like endometrium, I don't know what it's called, but it's something like that, right? She had that, and she had a really bad period one day, and she asked if she could sit because there weren't any customers anyways, and they said that she had to stand the whole time, and she had to stand for like 9 hours. It's just stuff like that. I don't think that being a shop girl is as fun as people make it out to be. I did like one day manager thing where I worked at a store for 2 days, and that was horrible. Like hands up, one of the worst experiences of my life. The manager was really, really mean to me, and endometriosis. Yeah, you said it. That is the thing. Okay, I'll just call it endo. That's much better. But yeah, a lot of my friends have it too. So, and particularly in Japan, if you have it, like people are just so like unforgiving. But yeah, I worked retail here, and it was just a terrible experience. And but I do for the brand I'm working for. We're having a pop up at the end of January. I think it's January 27th and 28th, and I'll be at the store on the 28th selling my designs. So if you're in Harajuku at that time, please come along. And I feel like that experience won't be too bad. The pay for retail here is really bad, right? Yeah, I feel like I've never seen a retail job that wasn't minimum wage. So yeah, a minimum wage in Japan is pretty bad. It's like 1,000 yen around, or like maybe 1,100 yen. I don't know how much that is in dollars, but it's not a lot. People don't really get endo in the UK either. Just a bad period. Yeah, like there's so much more research has to be done about this, and more awareness needs to be raised about this. And I also love like people always like in Japan, you can if you have period, your job will let you take a day off for that. And it's like no, that's never happened. Maybe like one company did that one time, but generally no one really talks about periods here. 1,000 yen is $7. Oh my god, people working for $7 an hour. That's horrific. For real though, like they need to raise the minimum wage. So I feel like they have been raising it incrementally, but each time is probably just like 8 yen or something. But yeah, like in general, like more sex education needs to be a bigger thing here because I remember when I worked at a school, I was in like a office room with only women, and there was only one woman and my coworker there. And I went to get something out of my bag, and I dropped my sanitary towel, like not a used one, it was just like a fresh one, and it dropped onto the floor. And I went to pick it up, and the women started freaking out, like, and like covering me, like, oh my god, like don't look at everyone. And even though there's only one other person in the room, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, oh, well, like that's so embarrassing. I'm like, well, not really. Like I'm a woman, and I have a vagina, so like occasionally blood falls out. Like it's not really a big deal. Like I'm not embarrassed by it. Like I'm not gonna wave my sanitary towel around, but you're actually drawing more attention to this, and it's just like I think like we need to talk about it a little bit more. Like I think it's bad to talk about periods, and I think if it's normalized a little bit more, then maybe it's better for the students as well. Yeah, I have to take the yucky antibiotics in 18 minutes. Ooh, I'm sorry. I hate taking antibiotics. I had to take them because I get like random UTIs sometimes, and I had to take antibiotics for that, and that was awful. I'm having my Shark Week right now. I'm gonna call it Shark Week. That's great. And I'm practically suffering like hell. Some girlies are fighting to make sanitary pads free here. Like I think they should be free everywhere. Honestly, I didn't ask for this to happen. I love that like there's no men in the chat, so we're talking about periods. But I just think that people need to talk about them a little bit more. And like I remember when we had sex ed in England, like at least we have sex ed, right? But it's always divided between men and women. And it's like, I want to learn about balls too. I want to know what's in there. Like, how does it work? I want to learn about that. And I feel like girls need to learn about those things. And men need to learn about periods. I don't understand why we can't watch each other's videos. Like, we definitely should. Like, it shouldn't be like a secret. I have to bounce, but this has been interesting. Have a lovely Christmas, Nancy. Bye bye. Why is it taboo though? Some little girls just get scared when it happens for the first time. It needs to be talked about. Yeah, like the first time anyone talked to me about my period was my dad, and I think it's because I asked what the sanitary towel was for, and he tried to explain periods to me. He was like, when you get older, like, you're gonna have some blood fall out of you. And I started freaking out, and I'm like, how much blood, Dad? And he said, I don't know, like a pint. And I honestly thought that, like, a pint of blood was gonna come out of me every month, like, at once. Like, he described it so poorly. So, yeah, I always thought that was gonna happen. And then my period ended up being much better than that, obviously. So, in a way, thank you. I want to learn about balls. Have so many quotes. I do want to learn about balls. I don't know. I feel like women don't know anything about balls, right? Name 3 things about balls. Why do they look like that? Why are some balls not hairy, but some balls are? How does it work? Is the cum made in the balls, or does it come from somewhere else and go into the balls? Like, I just need to know. Someone in chat, please reply. If you could make a good wage, what would be your dream job? Okay, first of all, I don't dream of employment, but I like being a designer for this company. If I could make that a livable wage, I would like to keep designing. I wouldn't mind playing games on stream as my job. Maybe I'll try and do more of that next year, but I don't really know. I wanted to be a child psychiatrist. That's something I thought about studying for, actually, because Japan doesn't have a whole lot of mental health awareness, so I would like to kind of study about that and like help Japan get a little bit better for that. So that's always an option for me in the future. But I don't feel like I can learn a goddamn thing anymore. Hi Josh! Joshua! Imagine joining Capsule Money stream and the first thing you hear is, I want to learn about bulls. It's such a bit indeed. It's such a bit. No, for real though, like, we need to learn about bulls. And men need to learn more about vaginas. Like, the world would be so much better if we just learn more about this. Like, men obviously need to learn. Also, women need to learn more about vaginas. Like, not gonna lie, I was super old when I figured out, like, what the clitoris was. Or, like, the vulva. There's, like, other parts, right? There's the labia. You can't forget that. There's a lot of parts. And, like, I feel like we don't, I can hear you. It's a little crispy, but I think that's a crispy. But it's because I'm on my phone. I got a new microphone, and I'm still figuring out a little bit. So maybe the sound isn't perfect. I'm sorry. Love the little festive outfit. Thank you. I can tell you that it is made in the balls. You heard it here first, folks. Yeah. Okay. So cum is made in the balls. We learned that today. No, for real though. Like. I have a lot of questions. I asked my male friends relentlessly about this. For like the longest time when I was in high school, I was really interested in like men peeing, like about the etiquette, like if they pee next to the next person, if you're allowed to look at the guy's penis, because like we watch it on like movies and stuff, but it's really dramatized. So like I asked a lot of questions, and that was really informative. I learned about insects ed in France, at least in my school. We were in the same room. That's progressive. I think France is really good for that kind of stuff. The clitoris is like the reset button, right? Hold it down for a few seconds and the woman resets or something. Yeah, like if you've seen Chobits, the anime, that's pretty much what happens. Like he turns her on from her clitoris. So yeah. And like I pretend I do not exist, and therefore nor does my body. Yeah, I also don't like being perceived. No, but like, particularly if you've seen any Japanese porn, right? It just does not make sense. Like, the guy, whenever there's a scene where the guy touches the girl, the Christmas stream turned into a sex ed stream. I'm sorry. I was super repressed, figured out how to feel good at 16 for the first time. Yeah, no, for real. Like, we need more education about masturbation as well. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Japanese porn. This is getting demonetized. There's no way they're gonna let me monetize this stream. Okay, so Japanese porn. There's so many scenes where, like, whenever the guy's like touching the girl, right? It never, obviously, like, she doesn't feel anything. They always have this thing where he's like slapping it like this, right? That doesn't feel good. Don't do that. Don't just slap that. Like, I don't get where the slapping thing came from. Um, then like they do it like really softly, like around, like around the skin area, like this. That there's no nerve endings there. She doesn't feel anything, and then there's like a lot of things that just don't make sense. Like they don't touch the part that feels good, like what any of the nerve endings are. And the whole time the woman's like screaming, like ah, and like you can tell in her head, she's like, okay, so I got to do the laundry later, and then I need to get. I need to go to the supermarket. It's gonna close at 11, so I need to get that. Like she's not even like in the room. So yeah, yeah, the AV here is just bad in general. Like mostly, I'm sure there's some good stuff out there, but like mostly it's trash. Um, schools though help. It was so medical. Yeah. In England, we watched one video and it was like these really gross, hairy people and like talking about their bits in a very medical kind of way. It just made me never want to have sex ever or ask anyone anything about sex. Mara said, I heard one can learn something about sex here. Yeah, you really can. We're learning about sex. Um, basically, don't watch any Japanese porn. That is bad. I remember my first time in Japan, I arrived and I at the hotel and I put the TV on. It was only like 9 p.m. at night. And like the first thing that comes up, and it's just a normal business hotel, is this man in a bathtub and this girl is electrocuting his nipples with this like electrocuting thing. I don't know. And I was like, that was my first memory pretty much in Japan. And let me tell you, that was pretty accurate. Like actually, like that was a pretty accurate representation of Japan. JAV is a trip. It feels like another universe. Like it's weird. It's like because I get that like porn is like acting, but it's like a whole nother level. It's like Shakespearean theater acting. But yeah, what else do I want to learn about? Okay, so we learned about balls. Um, what do guys think about when they have sex? I wonder. I always wondered this. Because, like, for girls, we don't really think about too much. I feel like. I wonder if guys, like, it's just, like, the same. Like, their mind just goes completely empty. I always wondered that. And I asked someone I dated before, and they were like, oh, I have really intrusive thoughts. And I'm like, yeah, you're weird. Like, there's no point in asking you. Like, I want, like, a normal person to ask. I learned that I haven't had any since I left my ex, and that's okay for now. Honestly, sex is overrated. On a completely different topic, I'm heading out to Shinjuku solo to enjoy my birthday. Yeah, tell us it's your birthday. Happy birthday! I'm planning on going to a couple of bars solo. Any advice? Oh my god, oh my god. My favorite bar is called, I'll put it in the chat, it's called Two Rooms. And it's in Shinjuku. No, wait, it's in Omotesando, I think. And it's like, it's sick. It's like you get a skyline view of Tokyo. It's only like 5 floors up, and they do these like espresso martinis that are great. But if you go to Shinjuku, I guess if it's your birthday, you could go to what's it called? The bar from Lost in Translation, the Park Hyatt. You could go there. That would be pretty sick. If it's your birthday and Christmas, you can maybe go there. The Roman Empire. Oh yeah, actually that's something. Okay, I don't know how much about sex, but I do know about the Roman Empire. I think it was today I was thinking about the Roman Empire actually. I was thinking to buy Civilization, the game, like the new one, and playing that, and being the Roman Empire. You're only making me want to go to Japan more. So we talked about bad sex, and you want to come to Japan more. Peoples with a uterus. That's me, unfortunately. My birthday's on the 26th, so I'm still getting ideas. Okay, yeah, go to 2 rooms, and I don't really go drinking a whole bunch, but maybe Park Hyatt. Park Hyatt is too high up for me, so I don't really go there. Oh wait, no wait. My favorite bar is okay. It used to be called Iron Fairies. I'm gonna put that in the chat. In Ginza. If you put Iron Fairies Ginza, it would come up. But now it has a different name. It's Tiranagogue, maybe something like that. I don't know. It has some crazy name, and it's like magic themed. It's my favorite bar, and they also do food there. It's pretty sick. I really recommend it. I wish I didn't have to go solo. Oh, I'm sorry. That kind of stuff. But sometimes like you can make friends that way. I'm sorry, I'm so stuffy. I went outside earlier for like 2 hours. And it was so cold. Isn't Ginza super fancy and expensive? Yes. Hello, Alisa. And it's super expensive and fancy. But when I go to this one bar, it's like 1,000 yen for a drink, right? So I just get one drink and I just drink it for like 2 hours. That's what I do. But in Japan, if you go any expensive restaurant at lunchtime, everything's super cheap. Like normally, even really expensive restaurants have a cheap lunch set. It's normally around 1,000 yen. Turanog. That's it. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I cannot read or write. But yes, that's the name of the bar. It's my favorite bar. It's in Ginza. I really recommend going. It is wonderful. It looks great, and the cocktails are fantastic. My favorite one has it's like a giant cotton candy on a cocktail, and they have one called Pink Taco, and it's got like a pink octopus leg in it. It's sick. So yeah, I'm with you on this. Is it pricey? I'm on the AOTP after all. Like again, one drink is like 1,000 yen, but you can stay there for like 2 hours, and it's sick. I really would recommend. Like if you want to get super drunk, then I would recommend going to Shinjuku around the Godzilla building and just getting some drink from the konbini and standing outside the cinema and just meeting people. But if you want something fancy, then I recommend going there. Stratosphere. Hi, Merry Christmas, Merry Goody. We are having a little drink. We had quite an interesting conversation so far. So let me know everyone's like New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. I'm gonna continue designing and working for this brand, and maybe I'm gonna be studying a VTuber next year. And I really want to stream more, and I want to stream more games, and I want to hang out with you guys some more actually. Hang out with the Toyoko kids, like for sure. Like hello Yang! Yay. Yeah, like around where the Toyoko kids are is really fun. You can make a whole bunch of friends there. It's kind of rough, but not like dangerous rough. Just like a lot of people like falling around drunk and throwing up. But it's kind of a vibe. I don't know. Those are my two options. Really fancy or just like lying in your own vomit. What do you recommend to make more friends? Honestly here, people don't really make friends at like bars. Normally you go with your co-workers or friends to an izakaya. You don't normally make friends drinking. I would recommend as a foreigner, I don't know, let me know if anyone else has any ideas, but there's a lot of like language exchange parties. That's probably good. Or I don't know, like Facebook groups. Oh wait, there's this like app called Meetup. I think that's what it's called. There's an app called Meetup, and people post different like meetups you can go to, and you can go there and meet people doing like hiking or like reading books or stuff like that. Join like a book club or something. Find like your specific interest, because it's also like, I don't know if you're into this kind of thing, but there's like a board game cafe. We can go and play board games with people. That's kind of fun. And yeah, I would go with like clubs like book clubs and stuff like that. Drinking isn't really for people who want to make friends. So designing like graphic design or fashion. Okay, so I'm working at a brand now, designing clothes. So I want to keep doing that, and maybe do some. I'm gonna do some like regular illustration. And right now, I'm designing some stuff, like some accessories that are going to be 3D printed. So I have like a lot of little projects going on. So it's kind of fun. I don't know, because like I also, my other New Year's resolution is that I have to change my main job. And I've been looking online, and there's just not really any good jobs right now. You have to constantly check and wait for like the perfect job to come up. But honestly, right now, it doesn't seem like there's anything of value. I see. So pre-planned language exchange events are the best way. Yes, I would recommend language exchange if you don't know anyone, or like Facebook groups, or I made most of my friends like on Instagram. That's also a good way. I met most of my friends through like fashion. So find a niche hobby and just latch onto those people and never let go. By the way, your outfit right now is so cute. Thank you. I got it from Don Quixote. It's just like a really cute, cheap little cosplay. I think this was 4,000 yen. If you had bought this at Uncruise, it would have been like 20,000 yen. I swear. Typical capsule bunny stream, cute outfit, sex mentioned, trauma dumping, mentioned X. Yeah, for real though. Honestly, it's so hard to not mention my ex boyfriends, because they're also like, it's just like unbelievable stuff. Like, I think I accidentally mentioned my ex in my video I made yesterday when talking about Christmas presents, because last year my ex just didn't buy me a Christmas present, and like I said, I'm not like a big, like, I don't really mind about receiving or giving gifts, but I said that I bought them a present in advance so that they wouldn't feel like, so they would know to just pick me up. Like, I don't pick me up like a fucking like box of chocolates from like the company or something. This guy turned up at my house and ate the dinner that I cooked and accepted the gift I gave them, and didn't even get me like any Christmas present at all. He did order me like a book from Amazon, and it like came like days after Christmas or whatever. So I guess he did buy me a gift. It's just like so low effort. Like, I cannot believe it. They are characters. They sure are. Your ex-boyfriends are like a cast of characters. It should be on a reality show together. Oh my god. Can you imagine them all in one room? Horrible. Yeah, so that was wild. And like, I feel like Christmas is good to see when you're dating someone. It's like, Christmas is a good, like, it's easy to judge someone by how they behave on Christmas. Like, are they gonna be really, really selfish? They're gonna want to help out? Are they gonna make you cook everything? Are they gonna offer to cook something? Are they gonna just not get you a gift? Like, I feel like that's just so disrespectful. Like, when you've been together for like a long while, and I've had a lot of long-term relationships, I know like gifts, like they're not important, but like your first year with someone and you don't buy them a fucking, like, are you kidding me? Stylish girls with crazy exes assemble. No, for real though, like every cute girl I know has just some like wild ex-boyfriend story. Right now, I've got an opportunity as an English language assistant at a daycare. The paperwork, yeah, paperwork is no joke. Like, that's what stopped me from applying to the JET program, because I applied and they sent me like a package of dispatch of like things I had to do or print out. And I have ADHD, I just didn't, and I got like a shitty AOT job. Part time at a bar. I'm not sure if like under most visas you can't work in a bar or like any kind of like night work. I think if you're a student, maybe that's okay. Student or spouse. But I don't think any other visa would allow that. Like, particularly if you're a teacher, you cannot work in a bar. Our visa is super limited. That's another thing people don't know before they move to Japan. And I didn't even know this for like a while of being on my visa. But you really can't do anything outside of that visa. Sorry to bug you with another question. You're never bugging me. Literally, this is why I'm here. You can ask me whatever you want. I'm currently debating to continue working as an AOT, but I might have a shot as a junior 3D animator. Okay, if that's what you want to do, I recommend doing that. But if it's for a Japanese company, they're gonna make you work like all the time, like for sure. But I would recommend just trying it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, you can always go back to being an AOT. There's always AOT jobs. If it doesn't work out, you can just go back to working at like fucking Borderlink or something. Yeah. I really recommend just trying what you want to do. I've done everything I did while still working as a teacher. That's why I work like 4 days a week. So I have the extra day. Another option is working like part-time and then doing what you want to do in your extra day. And if it works out, building that up. Only just realized I was watching an hour behind. Oh my god, that's hilarious, Joshua. Matthew said, do you have an online store for merchandise? Okay, so I don't have an online store for merchandise, but my brand that I'm working for is coming out soon, and you can start buying from the start of January. But I did post my Amazon wish list in the description. So yeah. Do not be alarmed by the random man that's in the back of my stream. It happens sometimes. Yeah, like I would recommend. It's hard because if the 3D animator job gives you a visa, then maybe try that. But the reason why so many people are AOTs or working in Eikaiwa and stuff like that is just because like we need the visa, and that's partially why I'm working in an Eikaiwa, just because for the visa. Then I just don't want a dispatch company to think I'm abandoning them after 1 year. Okay, first of all, don't give a fuck what any of these companies would push you under a bus. Like they would honestly, don't even think about these companies. And I promise you, you can go back. My company I'm working at now, I quit suddenly because I didn't want to work here anymore. I quit suddenly, and then I gave them my 2 weeks notice, and then I dipped. And then like 6 years later, I hit them up again. I'm like, oh, can you hire me again? And then they were like, didn't you quit suddenly last time? And I was like, yeah, sorry about that. And then they rehired me. So I think it's fine. Don't worry about it. These people will always hire you. They always need English teachers. Yeah, Alisa is right. You gotta do what's right for you. And if it's not, like, if you're an AOT, there's like so many AOT companies. They will, you'll find someone to hire you. How old are you? You look so pretty. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm actually 32. So I'm like, got my big girl pants on now. I'm like a full adult. I even pay my taxes sometimes, on occasion. There are so many people who would want your spot if you found a better opportunity. Yeah, for real. Like, and these companies, they're awful, and they don't treat people very well. And whenever people try to quit an AOT job, The company always starts guilting them, like, oh, if you leave, then the children will be so sad, like blah 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 blah. Honestly, it's not true. The children will just like they'll be fine, and like they'll be able to find someone else like almost immediately. It's fine. Just do what you need to do. Sometimes, I mean, I paid my tax a year in advance this year. I did pretty good actually. My pension, however, that's a different matter entirely. So as long as you leave on good terms, I should still have a shop. Yeah, for real. Okay, if you're with Heart, Heart is the worst company ever. Okay, first of all, fuck Heart. They're terrible. Those jobs are like a toxic ex. You are so right, Joshua. Fuck Heart. When you go back to work with Borderlink. They're not too bad. I feel like Heart is like the worst. So quit with Heart. Try out the junior job. And if that doesn't work out, go and try to work at Borderlink. Because Borderlink's way better than Heart. Heart is like the worst. And I used to work for Heart. That was my first company in Japan. It was awful. Children don't have memories until they're like 14, so I wouldn't worry about it for real though. When I started working at my last job, at like this like really prestigious school, I was taking over from this American female teacher, and she was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be really hard for you. The kids really like me, like blah 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 blah." And then I was like, "Damn, okay." And then my first day teaching, I'm like, "Yeah, so like, how did Susanna Sensei do this?" And they're like, "Who?" I'm like, "Susanna Sensei." They're like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Literally the woman that used to teach you like 5 days ago." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we didn't really like her. She was weird." I'm like, honestly, they will be fine. They will move on. Yeah, like I don't remember stuff when I was a kid too. But my memory's just bad in general, so yeah. But yeah, quit your job, live your dreams. I've had issue with Heart, but honestly, from what I've experienced, they've gotten better. Yeah, I think they would have gotten better, honestly. They've hired some new people that are really fun and sweet. Still quite disorganized, but they're okay. They got me to come into Japan on a tourist visa and then switch it over, which is actually illegal. They told me when I arrived I would have to pay them 100,000 yen to move into the shitty share house. And if I didn't do that, then I would lose my job. So I had to do that. And then the end of the 6-month contract, that week they mailed everyone in the district, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't secure the contract for this term, so you're all fired." And the other option was to move to Gunma, where they had the contract there. It was just the worst ever. Fuck Heart. Like, I'm sure they're better now, but Jesus. Marius, that's not true. Look, no, the man speaks the truth. It feels true, and that's all that matters. You were so right. No, for real though, like, my students don't remember anything. I was teaching when I was teaching Yochien, and these kids are like, I don't know, like 6. I read them The Hungry Hungry Caterpillar, right? And then the next week, on the next Monday, I forgot, and I read them this book again. And I was like, oh damn, I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, I can't be reading the same book every week. And the kids were like, huh? I kind of remember this story. Maybe I saw it on TV. Like, they also forgot that I read this book to them. So it was great. It was like mass hallucination. It was like the Mandela effect. So kids are dumb. That's all I know. I wish I could inhale the Japanese language knowledge from books, like to mentors, and then work at a cute restaurant or store. Honestly, you can work at a cute restaurant or store with like minimal Japanese, and I feel like you would just pick it up as you go along. Oh yeah, I guess that should be my other resolution, to study Japanese more, because my conversation is great, but then I'm just like illiterate, so I really need to work on my kanji. I've heard horror stories about Heart, but I think they're getting better. Alita, I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, like there's a lot of AOT companies, so you won't be like homeless or anything. I met a jet yesterday, and it seems like some things have improved, but they still don't have enough work to do at this person's schools. Oh my god, it's such like a lottery. When I was in AOT, and I worked at so many schools, and like some schools, I turn up and like no, there's nothing, and like you have to work all day, and you're the main teacher, and the other teachers know like, and you have to make your own curriculum and stuff like that, and like you're working all day. And I went to another school where they locked me and the other AOT in like a room, and they didn't let us out until the end of the day, and we only had like one or two classes in the months and months we were there, and we used to just sit in this tiny room all day. It was so weird. So it's just like such a mixed bag. Like when people ask like what is being ALT like, it just really depends on the school. And also, I didn't want to be a jet because you don't get to pick where you're placed, and I didn't want to end up in like somewhere really, really, really far. I'll learn hard. I have books, so I wonder if I'm able to learn by myself. I don't have any money to pay a teacher. That's the issue as well. Like, this is my issue with like people like complaining about people not knowing Japanese. Is that particularly people who come here to work, you're working all day mostly in English, and then you're too tired. And like most people here don't have money. Going to Japanese like night classes is what I used to do. It's just so expensive, and it just wasn't worth it. I had to quit because I can keep it up. So yeah, my conversational Japanese is good. It's just because like I've worked with a lot of like jobs where I just had to use Japanese, and I have like Japanese friends. But if you're socially awkward, then like what are you gonna do? Were you still paid to sit in that room all day? I was, but it just wasn't that much money, honestly. And also, like, people hear AOT and, like, oh, yeah, you don't have any work to do. And you think, oh, that's great. Like, I don't have to do anything. But then I started to go insane. Like, I had, like, a whole week where I didn't have any classes. And then I would have to sit at my desk from morning till afternoon doing nothing. And you're not allowed to like do any like if you do anything that doesn't look like work, people will rat you out. So it's just like pretending to work for hours drove me insane. Started making plans to come to Japan as a language student and work part time once I'm there, but need to save for a while first. Yes, my recommendation is to save up as much money as you can because there's lots of cool shit here that you want to buy, and like a lot of like a lot of things can happen. Like you'll just get like a random bill from the government, or there'll be like a hidden fee, or like there's a lot of like sudden things where you just have to pay a lot of money. That can happen. That's why I would suggest having more money. Seems like there's a lot of elitism with some people being, oh, I know Japanese more than you. Yeah, it really like I hate that. And like my Japanese is pretty good, I would say, like conversationally, but my reading is pretty bad, honestly. But I've hung out with people that is Japanese, they're spoken Japanese really, really good, and they make everyone know about it. And then they'll always talk badly about people who don't speak Japanese, and it's like, I know a lot of people who are like, they're just too busy, tired, or socially awkward, or they're neuro. A lot of people who come here are neurodivergent, and then trying to get those people to like learn a language in their free time is just. And people forget that like speaking a non-native language requires so much confidence, and it's just really really hard. Like particularly such a different language. So I mean I would expect people to like come here and at least learn like katakana and be able to like order food and stuff like that. But I would never look down on someone because they didn't speak Japanese, because like everyone's journey is completely different. I think a lot of people don't get that, and the worst part is I know so many of these people, and they are funded by mommy and daddy, and they come here as like little language students, and they don't have any part-time job or anything like that. So like most of the time, they have the time to learn. I started to go insane. Oh my god, that explains so much. For real though, I think I literally have brain rot from being an ALT. From sitting at that desk all day doing nothing. I think I literally, like, my brain started to decompose. Like, I think it's hard for me to learn anything new because of that experience. My no! Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. That's such a wonderful message too. My says, I know it's not much, but I wanted to say thank you for content creators and real life people like you and Chris, Board, Sea Dog. You really helped me adjust slowly and be happy with being myself in Japan. Arigato. I love that. Like, thank you so much. And yeah, like, I think there's a lot of good content creators here that are also quite down to earth. Um, and yeah, I think people should be allowed to be here and be here at their own pace and be able to do the things that they want to do. And like realistically, and that's what like people maybe hate on me for this as well, but like most people who live in Japan, they're only here for like a short time, like a year. You can't expect people to get completely fluent just for 1 year of living here and then go back to their own country. It just doesn't make any sense. Like just learn, get conversational, and then that's it. The way that Japanese schools teach language is terrible as well. I feel like a lot of people who had jobs using Japanese were so good and got good very fast. Yeah, no, for real. Like, the best way to learn is through employment or like having a lot of Japanese friends. And again, a lot of people will say, oh, like, you can learn if you go drinking. I mean, here's the thing I learned Japanese. A lot of my Japanese is from when I was like my first year in Japan. Me and my friends used to go clubbing. We used to go to like host clubs and stuff like that. People were nice to me because I was like a small foreign girl who didn't look like, I don't know, I didn't look threatening or anything. I didn't look blah blah blah. I just looked like I don't know, normal. I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of people don't understand that. Of course, my experience is going to be different. Like, and a lot of the people who I know that look down on people, they're really cute foreign girls, right? And it's like, okay, but people, you do know that people treat you nicely because one, you're conventionally attractive, and you're like small, and you're not like people don't perceive you to be scary. But say if you're like a tall man, people would be less inclined to speak to you because they're a little bit nervous. You need to understand that like not everyone's path is the same. Also, working in Japan is chaos. Just be nice. For real though. Like, everyone I know working here is just so tired all the time. We're just trying to make ends meet. We're just trying our best. Just way to be honest, it's quite overwhelming moving and adjusting to Japan, but I appreciate creators such as yourself. The one thing where I'm a bit that strange is when there's like people who have Japanese partners and lived here for 20 years and don't speak it at all. That's so bad. Like, I know people with children and they don't speak Japanese and their kids barely speak English. So it's like, how are you communicating with your child? I really do think you should make the effort, but I also think that we should be considerate of other people's situations. So I think it's just like, again, nothing's like black and white. There should be like a little room for nuance. Because I remember when this argument came up on Twitter, one side was like, you need to learn Japanese and you need to blah blah blah, not embarrass yourself. And the other side is like, oh, you don't need to learn any Japanese. And it's like, okay, well, there is a middle ground. That is, if you live in a foreign country, you should try to make it so you can live there by yourself unassisted, and you're not being a nuisance to people around you. But also, you need to be aware that there are reasons people don't become fluent in that language, like work, other obligations. Like, I know people that just cannot learn languages quickly. I think I'm like not too bad, but again, I know that my hearing is kind of like weaker compared to some of my friends who are musicians or singers. They're really good at picking up and copying sounds, which is where I'm pretty bad at. Feliz Navidad! Merry Christmas! I grew up bilingual, to be honest, and my Spanish is still shit. No, but here's another thing. If you're bilingual, it's easier to learn another language. I know a lot of people who are bilingual that learn Japanese quicker because they already had their brain was already trained in learning one language. And like I'm quite outgoing, so I could just go up to people and speak to them, and I could like when we were drinking go out and speak to people. But I know a lot of my friends who are very shy, and so they have maybe a harder time learning Japanese because they don't want to approach people, and that's fine. That's just because our personalities are different. I feel like there is little that's definite right or wrong. Most things are personal opinion gathered from their unique experience of life. You are so true. Like it's just everyone's path is different, particularly in Japan. Like it's hard to give people advice because everyone's path here is so completely different. Even if you both come in on the same job in the same area, like there's different financial situations going on. You're gonna have different friend groups. Your path is gonna be so different. So it's really, really hard. Alisa said, "Shy people unite." Yeah, that's why it's up to us extroverts to adopt the introverts, right? That's what I try to do. I lived in Korea 4 years and barely learned any Korean, but actually picked up more Japanese. Okay, when I was in real talk though, when I was in Korea, I used more Japanese than I ever use in Japan. Like I use so much Japanese in Korea, but also, again, like my friend lives in Korea as well, and she in Japan she learned Japanese really quickly. But now that she's in Korea, I think she's a little bit older now, and she's a little bit more introverted. And I don't think she really learned any Korean just because she goes to work as an English teacher, and she just goes home and like watches YouTube videos. So she doesn't really have any. It takes like a certain kind of energy to like interact with people. And when you're speaking your non-native language, you're mostly going to be speaking to strangers. So like again, it takes a certain kind of energy to just constantly speak to strangers. I found Japanese easier as a Spanish speaker and Korean. Yeah, I think my opinion of Japanese is that it's really easy to get conversational, but then getting more than that is like exponentially harder. So I think if you want to like learn a language to like a level where you can communicate with people, then Japanese is pretty easy. But if you want to, like, I honestly think I'll never be completely fluent in Japanese. I'll come close, but I don't think I'll ever. I know for certain I just don't have that, um, like, dedication anymore. After, as well, like, going through, like, university and, like, studying all these different things, I just really don't have it in me anymore to study something so hard. Eighty. Yes, Japanese is easy for Spanish speakers because of the phonetics. That's really interesting. I think like Japanese isn't too bad at pronouncing because if you know hiragana or katakana, everything is kind of like phonetic. Whereas like there's not a lot of room where you can go wrong. But I only have experience learning French and that was fucking hard. So I don't have a whole lot of experience learning different languages. I'm so sleepy, but I just ate, so I can't sleep yet. Oh, stay up with us a little bit more. I'm a little late. I'm happy to be here. Hi, Archie. We had a very fun conversation earlier. We were talking about sex education and what else did we talk about? Mostly about the economy. Hi, thank you for coming, everyone. Yeah, we got like some new people up in here. Okay, so this is my little Christmas dream. Let me show you my cool glasses that I got. I bought these from Daiso. These are sick. And yeah, I don't have any plans tonight apart from maybe watch some Christmas movies, and I'm gonna play a little bit of Mario Kart, and then maybe that's it. Oh, my cat's here. Hello, cat. Ugh, wow. Chan wanted to say Merry Christmas. There's another cat around here somewhere. Hi, Chan. Merry Kitty. He's like, do not touch me. Okay? No? Okay. two cats. I don't know what the other guy is. Oh, he's asleep in his little bed. I could grab him, but I think he'd appreciate that. Very designing, yeah, for real. I do actually wear glasses, but I don't normally wear them in front of people because people. This is something about being in Japan, right? Is that people will give their honest opinion about stuff, which isn't always a good thing. And a lot of people in Japan straight up will tell me that glasses don't suit me and they make me look ugly. And I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to see. Like, I'm not wearing these for fashion. Literally, I just can't see. So, um, I think if I could improve some things somewhat about Japanese society, one of them would be people stop being so honest about stuff. Like, if your friend gains weight, you don't have to bring it up. You don't have to tell them. If someone shows you a picture of their boyfriend, say he's handsome. Just lie. That's just something I think that could make Japan a little bit better for everyone. Yeah, for real, people are brutal. When I dyed my hair dark, my students were like, Sensei, you look like a witch. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I also like when I was in high school, I have like kind of a complex about my glasses because when I was in high school, people would say that I didn't need glasses and I was just saying it for attention. And I do need glasses. I'm like very blind. Right, it's the same with my autistic friend. He says stuff that is super blunt and it hurts. Oh my god, like I have a lot of autistic friends and sometimes they're really, really blunt too. But it's fine because it's like the autistic, right? But it's like if it's like everyone you know, then it kind of sucks. Yeah, my cat has a little M on his forehead. It's really, really cute. He's an American short hair. Um, oh my god, people are very honest, polite a lot of the time, but very honest. Yeah, I think like people say Japanese people are very polite, and they are very polite, but they're also very blunt sometimes. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Even it's just like something to note if you come here, or if you have Japanese friends. Asian moms when they see you gain a single pound. Oh my god, for real. Like people do comment on my weight a lot. And I remember my ex's mom, who I'm still really close with, but I met her a few months ago, and she was like, "Wow, like you've lost weight, but your belly has gotten bigger." Like this is what she said to me, that I lost weight, but my belly got bigger. I'm like, how do you respond to that? I'm like, okay, thanks. It was wild, and it's like I don't know, maybe I was just bloated that day, you know. I need glasses, and if they find it ugly, they will have to deal with it. Like for real, I just want to be able to see stuff. My glasses are so cute. I want to see your glasses. I always thought Japanese people did that. Without giving a proper reply thing. They do, but if you've met them more than 3 times, and like, I've had people say some really blunt stuff to me, particularly if you are a foreigner. They sometimes can be more blunt because in their mind, foreigners are super, super open. So they think they can say like every single little thing on their mind. But I think they don't quite understand our openness exactly. You need to put the kid to bed and wrap presents. Have a great rest of the day. Oh, Yasumi! Have a great Christmas. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. One time as a child, my mom told me my eyebrows look like the Japanese princess, and I'm still bitter. That's so funny. I always say that my eyebrows look like Oda Nobunaga. I would simply pass away if someone said that. Oh my god, my mom's the worst. My mom, oh my god. My mom straight up told me that my Facebook profile picture was ugly and that I should change it because her friends would see it. My mother is literally the same. She says I'm a whale. So I'm like, you are not a fucking, I've seen your picture. You are, Jesus Christ. So I'm like, I wonder who I get that from. While looking up her up and down. For real though, like it's all projection a lot of the time. And just fucking be nice to each other. My mom, I remember I was supposed to go to we have like I think it's called Hyper Japan in London, like our Comic Con, and I was in there, and I was wearing this like black curly hime wig, and like a white Lolita dress. And I felt so cute in this little outfit. And as I was leaving, my mom said to me that the black wig, like, I need to take off the wig because it made me look so much older. And bear in mind, I think I was like 19 at that time. Like, I wasn't very old, right? And she's like, it makes you look so old, like your age so much, like blah 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 blah. So I started like freaking out, and I took the train to London. It took like an hour to get there. I did the thing. I came home, and I didn't. I think I took a picture with my friend, and I felt like shit the whole day. I wanted to cry the whole day. Like oh my god, I look so terrible. I look so old. And I found that picture the start of this year. I was just going through Facebook stuff, and I saw the picture, and I looked so like pretty in my little outfit, and I can't believe that my mom made me feel like shit. It's just like, why would you say that to like a girl? Like, I really just don't understand. It was like, I would never say that like to my child or anyone's child. It's just so fucking bizarre. I found out about gaijin hunters recently, like women and men, I presume, um, who have one night stands with foreigners for bragging rights. Yeah, there's tons of gaijin hunters. I remember back in the day there was like a little forum where people would post, because particularly for guys, for women, sorry, there are like a bunch of Japanese male gaijin hunters, and they're like well known. Like, these guys have dated every foreigner, and like I think I dated one of them like briefly. He was insane. And yeah, it's really interesting because it is kind of like the same crowd, and you get used to seeing the same guys. Nia owned you, your mom. I know I'm chubby to the point I gotta buy July replicas, but damn, I'm not morbidly obese. For real, though, it's like everyone though. Like, Japanese sizes are real small, so you can't like base your whole body image of a fitting into Japanese clothes, because you're gonna have a bad time, because like they are very small. And also, being chubby is really cute. There's nothing wrong with being chubby. Um, but yeah, I know why mothers can be like this. It's it's so sad because I don't know. My mom was pretty nice, but then she would just like say stuff like that sometimes, and I just honestly don't get it, because when you say something to someone in your mind, there's a reason you're saying it, and also there's a perceived reaction you're gonna have. And I always wonder like why my mom would say these things to me, and what kind of reaction she thought I would have. Like, I don't get what you would reply to that. I'm so glad my mom isn't like that. We have hardly any beef at all. Oh, that's nice. Having a narcissistic mom is hell. She basically told me that she pushes me to do things I don't want to and do it right because she wants her friends to think she is a good mom. Oh my god, my mom was like this too. My mom was like all about her, like when she got Facebook, that was the worst. Like, everything was about like Facebook, and I had to look a certain way on Facebook. That was lame. And when she died, I don't think any of those friends even still talk to her. So like, what a waste, quite frankly. Like, I don't know how hard it is to just like be nice to people, but here we are. But we should talk about happier things because it's Christmas, and um yeah, I'm gonna, after this I'm gonna eat dinner, and then I'm gonna play Mario Kart, and then I'm gonna watch a shitty Christmas movie, and then yeah, I'm probably gonna do exactly the same thing tomorrow. Then maybe on Boxing Day I might do a little stream, and finally fucking stream Party Animals. People can blurt out awkward stuff accidentally, but if it's common, then it's not an accident. Yeah, I had something like recently, like with someone where it was like, I've known a few people like this in my life, but they would like now and then say like really mean stuff, and I always let it go because I'm like, oh, they're not always like that. But then when you count it up, if it's like more than you can count on one hand, it's too many times. Like, there's no reason why you should be allow yourself to be around people that are just constantly mean all the time. New Year's plans. didn't decide yet. I have two options. Someone invited me to climb Mount Takao and see the sunrise from the top of the mountain. Or I might do what I do every year and like have friends over and then do Hatsumode, like the first shrine visit at 12 o'clock. On New Year's, the trains run all night on December 31st. So you can, the whole point is that so you can go to like a shrine and do your first pray. So probably I will go to Kamakura Shrine, take the train all the way there because they also put up loads of stalls with food and it's a really nice vibe. So that's probably what I'm going to do. But I might climb the mountain. I don't really know if that's what I want to do. I still haven't decided yet. Talking about nice things, I know I'm going to have a happier life than my parents. Maybe I won't be rich and a prestigious life, but I'll be happy and worry-free. And that's a win. No, for real though. I just want to be happy, and I think I did a pretty good job. I'm living my life exactly how I want to live it, and that's the most important thing. And as soon as you move out of your parents' house, you're going to be able to do that too. I really can't wait. Your life's going to be so great. But yeah. I think my dinner's almost cooked, so I probably should head off. But thank you for spending Christmas Eve with me. It was super, super, super duper fun. I had a really nice time. And yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. I love you guys so much. Let's do another stream soon. And yeah, maybe we can play Party Animals. Or I can find a game that's like free that we can play. So yeah. If you guys haven't followed the Discord yet, please join the Discord. I'll post the link after I'm done. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. You are very welcome. Thank you for joining. I had a really, really nice time. Have a fun birthday, Mai. Let me know what you end up doing. Yeah, and thank you guys. Have a wonderful Christmas. I hope it's very peaceful and relaxing, and everyone's really, really nice to you. And I hope that Santa Claus brings you the presents that you deserve. Yay. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.